Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap and review, I'm having a soda, and I'll be reviewing Shadow Me, which is book 2 in the Vices and Virtues series by Annie Anderson. This is a book I received as an ARC, but of course I'm going to give my honest opinion. These are the tropes, and these are the content warnings. I'm going to say 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. Like I said, this is the second book in the series. The first book was also just as enjoyable. This is an ongoing series where each book is a standalone in the same world, focusing on a different character, and each book is written by a different author. So again, this book was book 2 in the series, and it's by Annie Anderson, and I really enjoyed it. Again, 4 stars. So in this book, the character we are focusing on is Styx, who is introduced in the first book. In this book, it starts off with her getting banished to Tartarus. And when she was banished, it was due to her unaliving a god and stealing his powers. Unfortunately, she was not the only one that paid the price for this crime. Her family members were unalived while she was banished to Tartarus. In this banishment, she made basically a promise of revenge against the people once she could finally escape Tartarus. The thing is, Tartarus is not what you expect it to be. It actually is its own kind of environment. It's not the hellscape you imagine it to be. And she actually carves out a life for herself and actually becomes an advisor to the king, or the king of monsters in Tartarus. But then a portal opens up between Tartarus and Earth, thus giving her her chance to get revenge against these gods who banished her to this prison realm some 5,000 years ago. Yes, it turned out all right for her, but she still wants revenge, and she deserves to get her revenge. So she has to go to Earth and try and track them down because she doesn't know their name. She has to do research and try to find them. The thing is, the power that she carries within herself that she stole from that god she unalived is actually serving a beacon to those gods, and they may in fact find her before she can find them. But it's not just these gods she has to worry about. She made a vow that she would never take a mate because she didn't want to get hurt again. And her mate has found her. And he refuses to let her go and refuses to leave her alone because he just wants to be by her side, no matter the harm that may come to him by being by her side. So what are my thoughts on this book? Again, I'm giving it 4 stars. I really enjoyed this book. Now, I'm going to be honest. I was a little nervous going into this book because, again, it is a standalone series, or a standalone book in an ongoing series where the books are all written by different authors. I have found sometimes in the past, not all the time, but in the past, I will get invested in characters written by one author, but then when that character is then taken and written by a different author, they just don't do that character as well of a service as the previous author. And that's not the case here. I really enjoyed the Styx character in the book 1, and in this book, Annie did a great job. She brought her even more to life. I enjoyed her writing. She definitely did Styx do justice, if that makes sense, and just brought her to life. And in some way, she enhanced her, which is exactly what you want when you're having that character become the focus of the book. I just loved reading Styx's story, her strength and her hardness, trying to hide her gooey center. It was just such an enjoyable character to read, and she brought her to life. She definitely has that black cat energy. You then have our male main character, Corvin, who is a shape-shifting gargoyle chimera hybrid, and he was also just as enjoyable to read. He's had a bad run of it as well. He's made bad choices in the past, has trusted in the wrong people, and he is paying the price. So now he's in a new town, trying to start new and build up a pack around him, where he is the alpha. While he's starting up this new life and carving out his place here in this town, when he starts to feel the mate bond. So he tracks down his mate, and it Styx, and he is just blown away. But she runs. And he's not willing to let her get away. He is going to prove to her that they belong together no matter what. Now, I will say he was described as having golden retriever energy, which is a great combination with the black cat energy. It makes it for a very enjoyable read. For me, I didn't quite see it. When I think golden retriever, I think of cheerful, upbeat, playful, sunny disposition. And for me, if we're going with the dog metaphor, I would say German Shepherd, more like. So still a great combination with the black cat energy, and I enjoyed it so much, his character with Styx. The chemistry between them was off the charts. But I would say he's more German Shepherd because when he's with his people, he's very chill, calm, and lovable. But when you mess with his people, he goes full attack mode, tearing off heads quite literally. So for me, it is German Shepherd and black cat energy, which was, again, a great combination. Now, this book will be available April 1st. Definitely give it a download. You won't regret it. I would have finished this in one day if I didn't have real life responsibilities. Now, this is an ongoing series with the next book being written by a different author, and I'm really excited to see what she does with these characters that I have just fallen in love with. So far, 2 books. I think both books have gotten 4 stars for me, so 2 for 2, great series. I'm excited for book 3. I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.